What a morning. How are you? You okay? What a morning. It's one of those mornings. Good morning to you. It is Coffee Talk at 8:01 now on a Wednesday morning. It's a beautiful start to the day. Good morning to you. I'm WESH 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. A live look outside on our new Smyrna Beach Tower cam, looking so beautiful. The water is so pretty. I'm not going to lie. Kind of would love to head that direction. Port Canaveral, I don't see any cruise ships. Where is everybody? Can you hear the birds? Can you hear the seagulls? I know I can. I'd love to. Downtown Orlando looking mighty fine. And let's head over to the tourist district, see what's doing. A little bit of haze. Did have a little bit of patchy fog this morning. Nothing too bad. And up in Ocala, we're actually watching some clouds over top of us. So it just kind of depends on where you are in terms of how clear or not clear things are, but it's a beautiful, beautiful start to the day. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar. We've got the clouds over in Marion County. Stand by. All right. Satellite and radar. Yeah, you can see some of those clouds on the top left. That, not a big deal for us, but it is what it is, right? All right. Let's take a look at our first warning live Doppler radar. Graphite. Okay. Had to switch the Earth. I was doing some testing with our Earth scene yesterday. What? All right. First warning live Doppler radar looking nice and quiet. Look at these temperatures out the door. 73 in the city, 72 degrees in Ocala, mid 70s in Brevard County. Forecast today, a sprinkle. You're going to wish you had a sprinkle. 86 by 11 o'clock, 95 degrees. 95 degrees, the high temperature in Orlando. 96 today in Kissimmee. Beaches, upper 80s, lower 90s. Winds are out of the south. We've got ourselves a hot day. When we look at the temperatures and the records, yeah, it's going to be hot. 95 the forecast, 98 the record in Orlando. That goes back to 1915. Thankfully, we're not going to get quite there. But Sanford and Leesburg, we will get to record heat, we think, today. Daytona Beach, you fall short. Melbourne, you fall short. That's today. Guess what, friends? Tomorrow, even hotter. Look. That's for realsies. 97 degrees. And believe it or not, that should fall short of a record in Orlando. Now, we think Leesburg will get to record heat. We think Sanford will get to record heat. But even tomorrow, Daytona Beach and Melbourne, you're going to be getting awful close. Awful close. This weather is going to be awful, is what it's going to be, my friends. Yeah. So we've got a little bit of heat. We've got a little bit of humidity. And speaking of heat and humidity, take a look at the Muggy meter, okay? So next couple of days, it's still technically barely hitting, okay? Upper 60s for dew point temperatures is still the comfy category. Once you hit 70, though, that's where the humid takes over. And then a little frontal boundary moves in this weekend, dropping the humidity, dropping the dew points just a little bit. Kind of an interesting setup. Now, follow me. We're going to go on a journey here. And then we can talk. I see you guys chatting, and I love it. Cindy says, ew, gross. Yeah, you're not kidding. Let's go on a journey, though, all right? A journey through mind, a journey through time. This is the summer zone. All right, hot for us today, hot for us tomorrow. Cold front. It's like a squirrel. Cold front. Coming on down. Friday, hot. Come on down. Beep, beep. We go warm. It's not going to get cold, but it at least makes a little bit of a change. It's something, right? So take a look. Central Florida certified most accurate 7-day forecast, okay? Hot today, hot tomorrow. Then those storms come in on Friday with that front, dropping the temperatures. Now this weekend gets interesting. Remember we were talking about the journey? We're not done with the journey. What does next week look like? Okay, we've got upper 80s, but we've got rising storm chances. Is it possible that we're about to start the rainy season? Ding! I think so. I really think so. I think that next week is the start of the rainy season. We've got the cold front moving through, so let's just kind of take a look at the surface map on our computer models. All right, here's the GFS. Let's take a look at this together, okay? What you're looking at is pressure anomaly, normalized anomaly pressure, okay? Low pressure, that's a cold front moving through our area this weekend. It just kind of parks. And what we end up with is this funnel of moisture that keeps pressures low. Nothing's like bubbling up or storming up, but I think we start the rainy season. Joanne says, I totally agree. Rainy season, here you come. Yeah, I think next week's it. This front, what have I told you? Hold on. Full screen, let's talk. What have I told you, right? Like, you always get that one cold front that comes in super late, resets at, you think that you're getting there, then the cold front slides through and does this thing. That's this weekend's front. That, by the way, is the Gulf to Carolinas part of the pattern. Then you get the rainy season developing on that old front. And I think that's exactly where we're headed. Then afterward, yeah, lowered pressure. There's the 24th. Trying to figure out some sort of a storm system in that time frame, right? Let's go back a model run. Just looking to see long range GFS. Is it showing anything interesting? 18Z. Just looking. I'm just looking to see if we've got, yeah, I mean, this is the 12Z from yesterday. Trying to see if it's sniffing something out. Yeah. All right, let's switch over to the European long range. There's that old front coming through this weekend. Just moisture hanging out. A little storm system east of us. And then kind of around the 23rd, 24th, something north. I'm just looking. Don't judge me. I'm just looking. So, interesting. But like I said, I think next week very clearly starts the rainy season. There you go. Is it too much to ask, Jeannie's asking, to just have pleasant weather all the time? Seriously, though, prayers for all those in the mid-state tornadoes yesterday. Oh, yeah. Well, and beyond that, okay, so beyond that, if we look at today's threat for severe weather, so let's just look at kind of the status board right now. Big storm system firing up already over Kansas City, right? You see that there firing up. Let's look at today's severe weather outlook, okay? You got a level 4 risk for strong to severe storms over Kentucky, right? Getting over to, Poplar Bluff, south of St. Louis, getting all the way over to Nashville. The area highlighted in red today has a level 4 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms. We could break that down kind of threat by threat. Damaging hail risk, the lines that hatched areas, large hail concerns. Significant hail concern there. If we look at straight line wind concerns, significant wind concern. If we look at tornado concerns, would you be surprised if, there's a significant tornado risk as well. The tornado risk, not as high as the hail and the straight line winds, but it's a thing. Now, looking ahead to tomorrow, that severe weather risk extends, all right, all the way to the eastern seaboard, parts of Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, under a level 3 risk for numerous strong to severe storms. And this level 2 risk for scattered strong to severe storms goes all the way east through our nation's capital. And then we look to Friday, where North Florida is under a level 1 risk for strong to severe storms. So as this frontal boundary kind of approaches us, it's going to be at least offering up the possibility for some stronger storms, mainly north of us. Do not expect at the moment for this to get too bad for us, but that 30% coverage of storms, particularly just north of Central Florida, could get a little feisty. All right, Mother's Day, highs in the upper 80s. It's going to be one of the last times you're going to have morning temperatures this comfortable, so enjoy it, moms. Partly cloudy skies. And then next week we start the rainy season. I will be live next week from the Governor's Hurricane Conference in West Palm Beach. So, it'll be a great opportunity. Maybe I'll even try and do coffee talk from that's kind of fun. Maybe that's what I'll try to do, is coffee talk from our sister station, WPBF, which I worked for, Sonic Adange worked for, Meredith McDonough worked for. Golly, I feel like half of WESH put time in WPBF. And that would be kind of fun to do coffee talk from my old station, at least once. So there's that. So anyway, that's kind of the glance ahead. Kind of the glance ahead. I'll be going down Sunday night late. Yeah. Christopher, the Gulf to Florida low reminded me a little of Bonnie and Charlie from 04 with that kind of pattern possible. Don't talk about 04 again. Which, by the way, so 2004 was the first hurricane season that I started working in television September of 2001. But 04 was the first season that I was like in doing wall-to-wall stuff. It's crazy to me. That's 20 years ago. My memories of Hurricane Charlie, 20 years ago? Holy crow. My storm chasing with Jeff Petrovsky and Hurricane Francis, 20 years ago? Jesus Christ, we get old. I was 20 years old for that? Like a vault. Eric, just curious if this weekend's weather pattern was part of January no-name storm recycle from the last year. No, it's Brian. Every year it's a new pattern. Every year it's a new pattern. Yeah, I remember I used to live in Lakewood Park between Vero and Fort Pierce. Did you? Yeah, did you watch WPBF back in the day? 2004, you were still a millennial. Facebook keeps locking your audio and video, but not the text. I have 0 dropped frames, Chris, so I'm gonna blame it on you, buddy. Live from the training ground, Eric Burris. Yeah, I'll take you to WPBF, my training ground. Jeez Louise. My boss, my news director, she was my producer at WPBF 20-something years ago. It wasn't 20 years ago. Almost. I have 18 years with my company, so I've 18 years since I started in West Palm, which is also crazy. What is happening in this planet? How long have I been with WESH? I started my first on-air shift with WESH was in 2007, but I didn't join WESH full-time until 2011 or 2012. I always get the year confused. One of those years. Either way, it's been over a decade. Juan, especially after the hurricanes, that's the only station we can pick up with rabbit ears. How funny. Wow. Michael says, I celebrated my 20th anniversary with my company yesterday. I feel old. I have 18 now. If I sign another 2 years, we do contracts in television. If I sign another contract with WESH, that'll put me at 20 years with the company. Janice says, you should have seniority. I do. The only person on this weather team that has more seniority than me is Tony, but only by like 5 months. He started with the company 5 months before me. He started maybe 6 months. I don't know, something like that. It's not a year. But Tony has like 6 months-ish seniority over me. Yeah. 18 years, and you were so young. You have a long way to go for retirement. Catherine, don't remind me. Ugh. Jenna says, sign the contract. Slow down. Anyway. Hey, Karen, good morning to ya. Laura says, hi, everyone. I'm late, but what's new? Good morning to ya. Laura, how are ya? Mike, bada bing, I'm old. I feel like that's the theme of the life, isn't it? There it goes. You did it again. What did I do again? What did I do again? Mr. Roberto. Oh, Roberto Bonini. Good morning, my friend. No, I'm good. Thank you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Dan says you do a great job. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So, anyway, we need you. Please stay. Oh, God, y'all. That's the adult's version of a preteen. Tim, come on up and do Southern Ohio weather for me. Listen. I am a Florida guy, man. I am a Florida guy. I remember when you went full-time on weekends. Yeah. I can't remember if it was 2011 or 2012. Whatever it was. Hey, you can actually get a selfie picture with Mike at the Governor's Hurricane Conference. Eric is replaceable. Oh, I know I'm replaceable, Kristen. We're all replaceable. Yeah. We are all replaceable in this life. We know that. Mary, is the pollen count going down? Yeah, we're definitely kind of on the backside of that, which is nice. Yeah. You're both nice coworkers, Kelly. You're both nice coworkers. Mike, you're going to be down there? Then yeah, we got to get the selfie, buddy. I'm down there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've got a doctor's appointment with my son on Thursday, so I have to pop back. So as long as you're down there the first half of the week, I feel like Monday's quiet, Tuesday, yeah. But, yeah. Kristen says you're not replaceable to me. I appreciate that. Pretty much replaceable to everybody else. I just want to let everyone know my sister's okay from the tornadoes. Very good. I came in late to this conversation. Eric, are you not leaving? I didn't say anything about leaving. I was just saying if I do another, if I'm almost to 20 years with my company is all I'm saying. All right. Mickey's asking anything long range on the BSR. Yeah, we'll have to check. Ines says, let me tell you something. I don't speak perfect English, but understand everything you said. That's why I love you. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very much. I appreciate that. All right. So yeah, let's look at the BSR. Let me hit the buttons. Hold on, I got to get this set up. Okay, there's that. All right, let's look at the BSR. Let's do some long-range analysis. I was in elementary school when Charlie hit no 4. Man. Yeah, exactly, Dad. Like the ones wearing red shirts on the original Star Trek. I always knew they'd be. Yeah. You were an extra. You were in for one episode. Matt's asking, how does Stuart look on Saturday? The kid is participating in Young Eagles Day and getting his first ride in a Cessna. That's so cool. I love Witham Field down there, Matt. That was that's one of my favorite little airports. Saturday's looking beautiful. I think. Your attention needed. Livewire expires. Oh yeah, we're not on Livewire. Okay, let me pull up my calendar here. Hold on one second. All right. Hold on one second. So I can do your classes, comma, and then after that I can do whatever else. Sorry, I'm doing like a touch a truck thing today with the weather lab, and so negotiating all of that fun stuff. Okay, BSR. Sorry, let me pull up my calendar so I can do some real-time math equations. Sorry for the delay, comma, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter live right now. All right. Calculations. So here we are. This is valid April 25th. Okay, so this is This is Sunday of this week, just right off the bat. And that it's so funny how it matches. There's a front with some moisture around. Big surprise. All right, high pressure builds in. Storm system kind of hangs around. And then bubbles up a low around South Florida, which, that's the 29. That's the 15, 16. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Did you vomit again? Why did you vomit again? Golly. This dog is vomiting all the time. And another front comes through. Interesting. So the BSR is kind of showing another weak front trying to come through around the 17th, 18th, 19th. And then there's an area of low pressure. That's the 23rd. Maybe another front. What's interesting is it's kind of showing this little piece of energy hanging out. That's around the 25th. I think what I'm seeing at the moment is an absolute indicator, not of anything like severe, but rather just a pretty active end of May. That's the 25th. Yeah, pretty active end of May. Nothing severe. A little troughiness. That's May 29th. High pressure building in early June. You see that? You see where it says the word talk? Is there something in the Gulf that tries to come around? What is that? That would be like June 8th, 9th, 10th. Yeah. So the BSR showing some indications of some sort of tropical stuff in early June. Nothing of a massive indicator. But I think second half of May, we're going to start to get active and just have to see how that plays out. Oh, Betsy says we'll follow you to the moon and back. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I followed your hurricane forecast and took one weekend off. We said we were safe. My best friend's birthday is revolving around your forecast. I'm doing the best I can. Nancy Alvarez, good morning, love. Only 5 minutes late. Oh, man. Let's see. Touch a truck with the weather lab. I'm heading to a school, an elementary school for it. I'm just joining and probably missed it, but it will be a lovely Mother's Day weekend, right? Oh, yeah. Look at this weekend. Upper 80s, lower 90, okay? Couple of sprinkles. Mother's Day's looking fantastic. Nancy, for you, okay, I don't even know if you're still in the room. I was just doing weather long-range analysis, so forgive me. But, hey, Mother's Day is looking fantastic, okay? So if you're still here, Nancy, you're looking good. All the moms, you're still looking good. Still looking good. Looks beautiful. This weekend's forecast looks beautiful. Breaks the heat bubble that we have these next few days, so that's good. I guess no pool party for my birthday this year. What's your birthday? Tiffany, why not? I even if there's some storms around, that's still birthday pool weather. You ask me. Cindy, I thought in like a lamb, out like a lion, or vice versa was supposed to be March, not May. I know, but May definitely seems, and I'm not like talking big severe stuff, but rather it's a more bubbled setup, like more moisture absolutely littering the plain. And there's that indicator on the BSR for something, south of us in the first week of June. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Still need my Jacksonville St. Augustine forecast for May 17th through 19th. Well, ask me today and I'll get it for you, Roberto. Jen says, yay for breaking the bubble. The heat bubble's here. We need to break that heat bubble. Yeah, we will. But in the meantime, like 97 tomorrow, #dislike. Right? That's just me. Ugh. Good Lord, it's chaos here. The teenager just farted on the toddler, and the toddler is now chasing her, trying to hit her. Parenthood, Taylor. Like, what did we all do to deserve this? There are moments where I ask that. Roberto, 97 question mark? Oh yeah, buddy. That's actual air. That's the actual air temperature. And what's even funnier ish is if you look at the computer model. Oh, look, the GFS has finally pulled its head out of its tuchus. The GFS for the longest time was saying like triple digit temperatures. So at least we're not there anymore. Although, wait a minute. Is this... Stand by. No, hold on. That's not the GFS. Oh, okay. The GFS is still crazy. That was the National Blender models. This is the GFS. GFS says, ding, 103 today. I don't think we're going to do that. GFS says 103 tomorrow. GFS says 101 on Friday. I don't think we're doing that. Isn't it funny, though, when the computer models just go absolutely bonkers? It's so much fun. So we're not doing that, but we are going to show some big heat building. All right? Yeah, it's too hot too soon. I know. When was the first time? So, all right, interesting question. Today's 95. When was the first temperature that hot last year? Stand by. Daily data listing. We'll do 2023, 0101, 2023, 12, 31. All right. MCO, THR. All right. Max temp. So today is 95. So when did we hit 95? Oh, there's a lot of dang 95s. 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6. Oh. Much earlier than last year. I'm looking. So we've got 619, 614, 613. Okay. So the first time we hit 95 last year was June 13th. We hit 97 last year or warmer on July 4th, July 3rd. We hit 98 on July 3rd. So there you go. Much hotter, much sooner than last year. There you go. I love statistics like that. Kind of interesting. Much hotter, much earlier. Brad, so next week's rain chance isn't part of the LRC. It's just rainy season. The front coming this weekend is part of the cycling weather pattern. Yeah. Jamie's asking, do you believe the rainy season will start next week? It's starting to look that way. I think so. Definitely think so. All right, questions, comments, concerns, anything? Anybody? Anything? Y'all have anything to add? What do you have to say for yourselves? Anything? All right. I guess that's all I've got. Do y'all have anything? I'm glad I was only a child. What part were you only a child? So does that much of an early start to heat indicate anything to you? Summer's here. That's all. Recommendations for camping spots. Super random. Wekiva Springs, Rock Springs, Ocala National Forest. Yeah, lots of I love camping. Love it. There's a place out near Lake Apopka I've camped at. Disney has some great camping. Kristen, love you too. Have a blessed day. Yeah. Save some coffee for Tony today. No, every time I go to Starbucks from work, we've got a Starbucks just up the road from us now. He gets a green tea. I didn't know if he wanted it iced or hot yesterday, but because it was so hot, I said, we're doing an iced one. Okay? All right, people. Got anything else? Anything at all? Questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, it's about to get hot. What about the situation on our Earth planet? Dude, I do the weather. That's a little much for me. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I'm going to go pick up the weather lab and do the things. Be good, y'all. Take care. Bye.